He called at 6:14 p.m. I didn't pick up. A minute later, a message. You need to come to your brother's wedding. Don't embarrass the family. I stared at the words. 6 months. That's how long I'd been gone. Moved states, changed cities, numbers, lives. Not one call, not one text, not even a question when I stopped showing up for Sunday dinners. But now suddenly I was a missing puzzle piece in their perfect photo. I responded no. He replied almost instantly, if you don't show, you're out of the will. That made me laugh. Then I replied, measured, simple. I make more money than all of you combined. The typing bubble appeared, then disappeared. Silence. 15 minutes later, Mom called. Her voice was tight, rehearsed, but I could hear it. That wobble. She asked if what I said was true. I didn't answer. I just asked her one question. Did you ever notice I was gone? Silence. Then she whispered my name like it still belonged to her, but it didn't. Not anymore. Rewind a year. My brother Noah, always the golden one, came to me, asked for help, wanted me to co-sign on the loan to start his business. Dad backed him too, called it investing in the family. I said yes because I was the fool who still believed family meant something. 3 months later, I found out they'd taken my name, credit, everything. I wasn't just a co-signer. They'd shifted entire debts onto me quietly, deliberately, because I was the responsible one, the one who wouldn't make a scene. I confronted Dad. He shrugged, said, You'll recover. You always do. And Noah, he just smiled and said, It's just paperwork. We're family. Then they walked away like nothing happened. That night I went home, poured a drink, and sat in silence. And something in me snapped. Not loud, not messy, just a click, like a lock opening. I didn't lash out. I didn't beg. I documented every email, every transaction, every voicemail. I built a file thick enough to bury them. Then I vanished, quietly terminated the joint accounts, froze my credit, reported identity fraud. The investigation traced back to Noah. I didn't press charges. I didn't have to. Instead, I called his fiancé's father, a stern man with a military background and zero tolerance for dishonor. Told him to take a look at Noah's business finances. Told him I was sure he'd want his daughter marrying someone honest. That was step 1. Step 2 was Mom's real estate license. I sent the state board every shady deal she'd done under Dad's name. Not enough to jail her, just enough to bury her in fines and ethics reviews. Step 3 was the trust fund, Dad's pride and joy. I sent an anonymous tip to the IRS about undeclared inheritance income. They froze his accounts during the audit. Meanwhile, I relocated, found a new job, built something from scratch. No connections, no favors, just me. So when Dad called, pretending it was about family, it wasn't family. It was desperation. And when I told him the truth, that I'd built something bigger, stronger, untouchable, it wasn't a boast. It was a fact. He froze. His face drained of color because suddenly he wasn't in control anymore. 15 minutes later, she turned pale because Mom finally logged into the accounts and saw the balance was gone. The emergency wedding fund had been drained weeks ago after she ignored the bank notices. They were too busy planning the venue, but it was too late. 35 minutes later, Noah's fiancé left him standing in the driveway. She'd read the documents, the debt, the fraud, the lies. Her father didn't say a word. He just turned the car around. Noah called me, screamed into the phone, said I'd ruined his life. I let him. Then I asked, Did you ever wonder where I went? Silence. He hadn't. They never cared that I disappeared, only that I stopped playing my role. For years, I was the background character in their golden story, the reliable sister, the quiet one, the fixer. But when they stole from me, they wrote the ending. I just made sure it read mine. At the wedding that wasn't, I watched from across the street, hidden in my car, coffee in hand. Dad was pacing, Mom sobbing, Noah still in his tux. Guests confused, whispers everywhere. The perfect family image crumbling on rented marble steps. And me? I smiled. Not because I was cruel, but because justice doesn't always shout. Sometimes it just waits. They thought I was the weak one, But now they know I'm the one you don't see coming.